U.S. home prices are climbing back up after 7 consecutive months of decline. Now combine that with higher mortgage rates, and you've got a doozy. Freddie Mac reporting interest rates are now hovering near 6%, fueling a home buying surge in March. Who would have thunk it? 6% in a surge. With people still feeling, of course, the pinch of inflation, first-time buyers, home buyers, they're making their way into the market because they want a slice of the American dream. And there's a newer company that has a creative way to actually get people into homes using rent money as micro deposits into their home buying future. Let's bring in Ankur Jain, the founder and CEO of BILT, this loyalty program that I keep on hearing about. I watched you, I followed you for years, seeing where your company was going. And I've got to know exactly how this works. Can you break it down into like 20 seconds, how you're renting and then you can get into a home?
Look, you spend so much money on rent every year, right? I was just doing the math. I mean, the average rent in New York City now is almost $5,000 a month. So $60,000 a year that you're spending on rent, and historically you've gotten nothing back. So we created a program where paying your rent for the first time earns you points that you can use as miles on travel, or for the first time as credit towards a down payment. So just by paying rent now, you can finally travel the world for free or help get you closer to that first home purchase. I mean, it's not a crazy revolutionary idea. It's just one of the things that we always ask ourselves: how in the world are you spending, hundreds of thousands of dollars in your lifetime on rent and getting nothing back?
Yeah.
And that was the impetus.
Well, and you know what's interesting about this is it could shift the culture of renters, because when you rent a car, you might not treat it the same way as if you owned a car. When you rent an apartment, you're not going to treat it the same way as if you own your home. But if you're renting and you know that's going towards home purchasing, you might have more of an ownership mentality. Did that come into play at all when you came up with this concept?
Well, yes, but I'll tell you what I find that's crazy is you think about most young folks today. You're 24, you're 25, you're living in San Francisco and Dallas and Los Angeles. I think with the way home prices have been trending upwards, most young people don't even think home ownership is a possibility, right? So you just write it off and say, well, I'll never be able to buy a home, so why even think that way? I think what you're referencing is the second that you start to realize, wait a second, home ownership is a possibility. And just by doing the things I'm already doing, just by paying rent, I can now build my credit history, which, by the way, that's something that is really core to what BILT does too, is every rent payment can now be reported to the credit bureaus to build your credit history, and you can earn points to one day buy a house. Now that starts to change your mindset. And you think, wait a second, this is just a pathway to home ownership. This isn't an alternative that I have to pick and choose from.
What's the percentage of rent that actually goes towards a down payment, just in a real world scenario?
Well, it's a great question. So every point can be used as 1.5% back towards a down payment, or you can use it 1-to-1 as miles on all the major airlines or hotels. So if you think about that, you can fly from like New York to Miami for say 7,000 miles today on United Airlines or American Airlines. For someone in New York, that's a month and a half of the average rent in the city that's now getting you a free flight to Miami. Or you can save that up and put that towards a down payment. And I think, it's interesting. We talked a little bit the other day about home ownership rates. What people forget is that your credit score is one of the biggest determinants on how much it costs to buy a home. Because if you have a better credit history and a better credit score, you can qualify for much lower interest rates and much lower mortgage fees so that your monthly payments go down and you can afford more home for the same price.
Really quickly, because this isn't everywhere, but it seems as though you are expanding. So where would people find out more about BILT, and would they know that their apartment is participating?
Well, so I'm glad you asked. With BILT Rewards, the whole idea was to create a program that any renter can use anywhere in the country to earn something back on rent. And so we actually have a program with Wells Fargo where you can get the BILT MasterCard. Think of it like an American Express or a Chase Sapphire type card. And you can actually use it to pay rent at any apartment in the country without the transaction fee and earn points on rent. So that can be used towards home ownership. It can be used towards building your credit, all of that at any home. In fact, even if your landlord only takes checks, you can still pay your rent with BILT, and we'll send a check to your landlord for free. So finally, anyone under the age of 35 can throw away that checkbook that they have just for rent payments.
Well, we do keep the checkbook because some people are still old school. It just happens.
No. No. But look, I think at the end of the day, that's the key. People's biggest expense can finally be the thing that helps you get ahead.
Yeah.
And I just think it's one of those things in years, you shouldn't look back. You rent when you're young because you're moving around, you need the flexibility. But when you're ready to buy a home, we need to do everything we can to give more Americans a path to home ownership. And I think that we can do that step by step with this program that we're building.
Well, it's fascinating. I really do believe it's going to possibly change the culture of renting. And it allows people to bring something out of it. Like you said, something comes from their investment of thousands and thousands of dollars. Ankur Jain, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Over the years. Don't remind us. Don't remind us. All right. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks so much.
Be well. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.